Hey, what's up, sports bettors? It's Matt Modi with OddsJam. And what we're going to do in this video, I'm going to find my favorite moneyline parlay bet of the day for today's MLB betting slate. So, unfortunately, no WNBA games today. We have a couple tomorrow, but no games today. I did get one of these moneyline parlays to hit last week with the WNBA. I got really close with my MLB one. I had three teams. I only hit two of them, so that's still an L. So for this one, I'm going to stick with the same strategy of finding moneyline favorites to parlay and seeing if I can have any luck. So right off the bat, we see some of the best teams in baseball facing off today against some of the worst teams, most notably the Mets versus Nationals. The Dodgers are also playing, but they're not huge favorites because they're going up against the Giants, and they actually have a pretty decent pitching matchup going against Logan Webb. So not a ton of value on the Giants here as the away team. But one bet that I really, really like is going back to this Mets Nationals one, backing Scherzer against his old team against the Nationals. He's going against Patrick Corbin, who has simply been one of the worst pitchers in all of baseball this year. 6.5 ERA, 4-14 record. The Nats themselves are an absolute joke, 35-68. There's trade rumors regarding their best player, Juan Soto, and Scherzer going against his old team. Now, I don't necessarily think there's any bad blood between Max Scherzer and the Nationals. I think he ended on pretty good terms. He obviously won a ring with them. So again, I don't think there's necessarily bad blood, but I do think players always love getting up against their old team. So I love adding the Mets as one of my legs. Now, granted, the odds are going to be pretty heavily juiced towards the Mets, obviously, because they're the better team and they have the better pitching matchup and just all of the above. But I still think that they're a good parlay piece. And you see we're getting better odds than the OddsJam line and the other sharp books as well. So there is some value here. So getting the Mets at minus 230, I do think is worth adding to a parlay piece. And all you need to do to add them, it's pretty simple. You just click this little purple button, and then you will notice this will turn purple as well. That's how you know that the parlay that has been added. So if I click this button, that no longer appears, and you saw this turn purple. So now the first leg of my parlay is the Mets at the Nationals, Mets money line. But as you can see, there are no odds for it yet because I need to add another play. So another play that I really liked, I was just looking at all the matchups, trying to see a good team to add, because basically with these money line favorites, if you get enough of them together, you can get them for plus money. So the odds are much more favorable. And one that I liked, so I looked up just the best team at home. Yankees, unsurprisingly, have the best home record by a decent amount too. 75% win percentage at home. The next closest team is the Dodgers that have a 70% win percentage at 35-15. The Yankees are all the way up at 40-13. I mean, the Yankees are the best team in baseball, so of course they're going to have the best home record. But they are playing at home today against a decent Mariners team with an okay pitcher. Marco Gonzalez is okay. 6-10 record, 3.6 ERA. I will say the Mariners have the pitching advantage here going against Domingo Germain, who's had a rough go of it as a starting pitcher so far. Obviously, 8.2 ERA, 9 Ks, but backing the Yankees in this spot, I do really like, and again, adding them as a parlay piece. So go to the Yankees money line. Let's just add them to this play as well. Click add to parlay. And now we can see the best odds that we're getting it at are on WynnBET at plus 123. So we're getting better odds than the OddsJam line. So there's a little bit of value here. And we're still backing two of the best teams in baseball to win. And I'm actually going to keep my parlay at only two legs. Baseball, the variance in baseball is very high. So I want to try and only do a 2-leg one as opposed to a 3-leg, which lost last time I did this for baseball. But the best odds, as we saw, again, plus 123 on WynnBET. So I'm going to go ahead and parlay these two together. It's only going to be a 2-unit play for me, obviously not a monster one, but $50 to profit 61.60, backing two of the best teams in baseball while still getting better odds than the OddsJam line, which everybody knows is the sharpest line in the world. I do think there is some value there, so I'm going to go ahead and place this one. Let's see if they can confirm my location. Place bet. And now we are good to go. So this is going to be my official parlay of the day. And now a cool thing that WynnBET does is you can spin the wheel and get entered in a raffle. Now, normally the raffle that you get entered in is just a possible free bet. So it's not necessarily huge value. Let's see what I got here. I'm entered to win an autographed helmet. That's cool. So it'll be a Colts. I'm not a Colts fan, but as you can see, I'm an Eagles fan, but still cool. It looks like it will take place on September 1st. So regardless, if you do want to tail this parlay, it's the Yankees and Mets money line backing the two New York teams. Best odds found on WynnBET at plus 123, and that's going to be it. So let me know if you're tailing. I would appreciate to hear from you. But regardless, I appreciate you guys watching, and have a good one.